Alright, what's up YouTube? Today, I'm going to be teaching you how to create a sponge filter for breeding purposes. And, so, let's get started. I got my sponge, and there's a lot of tutorials on there that all you have to do is take this type of sponge and put an air tube hose in it, which isn't true because it doesn't really create a filter. It just creates a huge air stone out of sponge. What you really need is to get yourself some cake tubing, or in my case it's just the tube off of the filter, and the airline kind of connects into the valve check of the filter port here. But if you didn't have it, your air stone would actually go down into the tube to create that suction of the vacuum. So let's get to it. Here's what you're gonna need: sponge, air tube filter, and tube. Like I said, cake tubing for whiting cakes works actually pretty good. So if you can't find a filter tube like this, cake tubing from a wedding cake works good. Right now, I'm just gonna cut this into a pretty big triangle chunk, a pretty good sized triangle chunk, so I can actually just fed it into my tank corner. So after I have that cut, I'll show you how to do the rest of it. So I'll be back. Alright, now that I got my triangle wedge cut, it's time to make a hole in the middle for my tube to go, which is here. So I'm just gonna be making a tube size hole about where my finger is, just using the scissors to drill out some sponge, and I'll show you the end result after I get done. So here we go. Alright, as you can see, I got a nice little hole in there. What I ended up doing was just taking the scissors and ramming a hole in there, and then I ended up taking my finger and actually scraping it out. But now, as you can see, my tube, which is a 1/2-inch tube, fits in quite nicely. And hold on, I'm gonna put this down on my lap. You want it to fit snug like this, so you can pick it up if need be. And it has a suction cup to where I can actually put this on my glass tank. There we go. And that's your sponge filter right there. And just hook this up to a check valve, the end of this hose. The end of the hose right here to a check valve, and hook it up to your air pump, and you got your sponge filter. So quick, simple, easy. The sponge only cost me $1 something. The tubing and the tube and the air tubing came with the tank, which the tanks was $39. So yeah, and your air sponge filter is complete, and it will suck in all the crap from the spawn, all the poop, all the pee, all the uneaten food in, and then you just wash this out every couple of days and put it back in the tank, and it's all good to go. So that's the sponge filter. I'm gonna have to do a little more deeper digging out, but other than that, it's complete. Thank you for watching. Bye.